enforcing the implementation of our policies.
Nigeria's health information management goes digital to help practitioners strengthen operations in line with best global practices. World Blood Donor Day 2021, government begins implementation of 10-year strategic plan to meet the rising need for safe blood.
Giving somebody another hope to live.
Also tonight, Petroleum Equalization Fund meets media executives, rails out strategies for efficiency and transparency. Good evening, this is NTA Network News. I am Kenneth Ima Abodiken. We are live in Abuja. Adeola Kamiakara joins me from Lagos and Fatima Hassan from our Makudi studio. Let's begin from Philanthropy, as Vice President Yemi Osinbajo this Sunday in Lagos inaugurated a social enterprise foundation which aim is to raise funds and resources for indigenous grassroots charities working with orphaned and vulnerable children, disadvantaged youth and victims of domestic violence. State House correspondent Jide Onifade reports.
It is a commitment to the notion that all service to man is actually service to God. And as Vice President Yemi Osinbajo acknowledges while inaugurating the Dashmin Foundation, the elite own the people, especially the poor, and discriminates the initiator and visionary of the foundation, former Minister of Finance Kemi Adeosun, saying it is clear that the ultimate objective of the foundation is not to be an alms giver, but a powerful institution for the creation of wealth and opportunity to the less privileged.
It's a unique model which does not just give to the needy in the conventional way of merely handing out, to transform the lives of the vulnerable and needy while creating jobs in the process.
And we're seeing increasing numbers of children abandoned. There are a number of stories, a few of the orphanage owners are here, of stories of children that are literally left outside the local government office with a loaf of bread. And the orphanage has to then try and work out what's the age of the child. They don't know the name of the child, they don't know the background of the child.
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo paid a courtesy visit to the Oniru of Iru land, Oba Abdulwasiu Omogbolahon Abisogun II, who is marking his first anniversary as the 16th Oniru of Iru land. In Lagos, Jide Onifade, NTA News.
And to health now, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has expressed the need to have conversations around the safety and enablement of citizens who live with albinism. The Vice President, at a virtual event marking the World Albinism Day themed Strength Beyond All Odds, stated that there is a need to see albinism for what it is, a genetic difference, not a contagious disease or a public health problem. The Vice President observed that these conversations will drive change on two levels: in the public domain, where sociocultural perceptions of albinism that are rooted in ignorance and superstition could finally be laid to rest. Vice President Osinbajo reiterated that the time is now to do more to reverse negative mindsets and sociocultural stereotypes about albinism in the Nigerian society. Nigerians, the Vice President said, must go further to take deliberate steps as private individuals and public servants by giving them equal opportunity in the workplace and in social settings as well. The World Albinism Day is marked on the 13th of June of every year. Health information management professionals is developing a digital platform to strengthen its operations in line with global best practices. Correspondent Mujaranatu Adam Said reports that this came to the fore at the professionals' strategic engagement in Abuja.
The purpose of this meeting is to re-establish the culture of excellence in health information management, practices, education, training and research. As Nigeria's healthcare records go paperless, these experts say the privacy, confidentiality and safety of health information must be managed by certified health information managers in order to ensure the best patient care in Nigeria. Without all the daily data that NCDC has been churning out, and this is based on professionals such as this. And those data have also helped us to make daily, sometimes per minute,
policy decisions, we're enforcing the implementation of our policies. And once we do that, we will get the outcome for which we intended the policies to achieve, which in this case is improved health outcome.
At the level we're operating in Nigeria, the feeling of people is that Nigeria doesn't have any data on health. That may not be completely true. We have data, but the planning and the use of those data, that's where the gap are.
There will always be challenges, gaps in data collection until policymakers and implementers appreciate the need to use professionals in collecting, managing, processing, disseminating, and using data.
This meeting is to usher in a good health record system in Nigeria, which is key to achieving goal number 3 of the Sustainable Development Goals, which provides that all nations must ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all ages. In Abuja, Morijana 2, Adam Said, NTA News.
It's another World Blood Donor Day, and Nigeria is using the occasion to enlighten citizens on the 10-year strategic plan to meet the rising need for safe blood for those who may be in need. Salwa Khalil Ibrahim reports.
On the 14th of June, the world marks Blood Donor Day to enlighten the public on the importance of voluntary donation of this essential natural gift the humans need to survive. That explains the establishment of agencies like the National Blood Transfusion Service to manage the blood banks. 39-year-old Nathan is one of the people that have made blood donation a habit.
Inspiration is putting somebody's mind on his face, giving somebody another hope to live.
Nigeria is strengthening her systems to ensure adequate and safe blood in the blood banks for use at any time required.
Tell governments and agencies of governance to provide requisite infrastructure, personnel and equipment that will ensure the collection, the screening, the processing and manufacturing of blood and blood products.
MBTS is in close collaboration with critical stakeholders to ensure the implementation of the 1 million safe blood units initiative in order to achieve adequate non-remunerated blood donation.
With the global community marking the 2021 edition of the Blood Donor Day, more of the likes of Nathan are needed to save lives. In Abuja, Salwa Khalil Ibrahim, NTA News.
And still on health, the Nigerian Medical Association has decried the low level of eligible blood donor population in the country when compared to other countries in Africa and other countries of the world. President of the association, Professor Innocent Oja, put the statistics at 25,000 voluntary blood donors per annum, translating to 3% of the total blood donation in the country. Basi Taibang reports.
Nigeria, with a population of over 200 million records shows, is blessed with high youth population, giving her huge potentials for achieving a target of eligible voluntary blood donors. Regrettably, the gap between the WHO recommended annual blood requirements for the country is still high. Thus, the NMA president identifies poor funding to National Blood Transfusion Service centers across the country and laws guiding its practice as some of the challenges.
And that's what we talk about sensitization, because they do not give it a priority. And when you do not value anything, you don't invest in it. So we need to let everybody know. We don't want people to die, to use them as an example from uncontrolled blood loss.
Sustained positive action by all stakeholders towards making voluntary blood donation a culture entrenched in all aspects of lives, and improved budgeting and release of funds to national blood transfusion centers across the country were some of the recommendations. Basi Taikman, NTA News.
Next is Makudi, and Fatima will be guiding us. Hello, Fatima.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Makudi. Blood service that gives patients access to safe blood in sufficient quantity, according to medical experts, is a key component of an effective healthcare system. As Nigeria joins the world to celebrate this year's World Blood Donor Day, Simbiat Agbaji reports that experts in Benue State have harped on the need to donate blood voluntarily to ensure enough blood supply in blood banks.
Celebrated yearly across the globe on the 14th of June, World Blood Donor Day is set aside by the World Health Organization to raise awareness of the need for the availability of safe blood and blood products and to thank voluntary, unpaid blood donors for their life-saving gifts of blood. Safe blood and blood products and their transfusion are a critical aspect of public health care.
I have not donated blood because I don't have much blood in my body.
I've donated blood 3 times, and I feel proud because my blood is running into the veins of somebody else to give him life.
Professor Olushayo Alao, a consultant hematologist with the Benue State University Teaching Hospital Makurdi, speaks on the benefits and possible risks of blood donation.
We now know that blood donation, apart from the fact that it gives you a privilege to have a free checkup, before you are a donor, you must check your weight, you must check your BP, your pulse. So this comes to you as a free package. Blood donation on a regular basis decreases the risk of cancers.
He further advised that blood donation should be done out of free will. For 2021, the World Blood Donor Day theme is Give Blood and Keep the World Beating. It reinforces the global call for more people all over the world to donate blood regularly and contribute to better health. In Makurdi, Simbiat Agbaji, NTA News.
Governor Samuel Otom has vowed to fix challenges of governance to ensure safety, equity, justice, and fairness for Benue people. The governor stated this while giving the second scorecard of his administration at the Government House, Makurdi. Charles Abba reports.
Governor Samuel Otom expressed appreciation for the resilience and support of Benue people, as well as contributions of elected and political office holders for the progress made so far by his administration. The governor lamented the various security challenges that have resulted in unprecedented humanitarian crises that have increased the number of internally displaced persons in camps to over 1 million.
I must commend our security agencies, such as the Benue State Police Command, Department of the State Security Services, Operation Wide Stroke, and the entire military, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, and other agencies involved in the task of guaranteeing peace in the state.
He said the agricultural sector has been improved by the provision of farm inputs for farmers to boost agriculture, especially the sale of 50 tractors to farmers at subsidized rates. He maintained that his administration has prioritized education to the extent of making the tertiary strong, secondary stronger, and primary education strongest. On transparency and accountability, the governor emphasized the adoption of Treasury single account and others to ensure openness in governance. He pledged his continuous commitment to encourage youth development. In Makurdi, Charles Abba, NTA News.
That's it from Makurdi. Network News continues after this break.
I need help, so please go to the market and get me everything I need to cook this food. Get my pepper and get my onions. I'm waiting. Do you know how to buy pepper? Do you know how to buy dashi? You won't even let my mother come and stay. I need help. Do you don't know how stressful it is taking care of these 3 kids? Are you still there? If you're not getting me fresh meat, do you understand?
Okay, I'm at the
Can
meat.
you switch to video call, please? Okay, give me that one. The one by your side.
Okay, please.
Where do I buy all these things now? Hey, go get Glow Berekete and call madam.
The heavyweight voice and data plan. Get 600 Naira free credit plus 700% bonus on every recharge and up to 100% bonus on data plans.
Trust the Center Fresh Liquid Food Gum to refresh your confidence instantly. Fresh liquid field gum. Trust the freshness.
I dey look for pension fund administrator. Way soft, make sense, we care for me. Shy. No be the type when story go enter the matter when it's time to deliver. Oh no, 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 no. The brand is sure them no go stress you. Call them then they accessible. Yes, customer care where they on point. You no go regret when you try, of course. Profitable investment. Everything is just a blend. If you know what's good for you, my guy, make you choose premium pension today. Make that switch to premium pension. Premium pension. Make that switch to premium pension.
Join over 700,000 satisfied members and enjoy the premium experience at our offices across the 36 states in Nigeria, including the FCT. Call 094615-700-704 to make the switch today. Premium pension. Active today, premium tomorrow. Here is a very tough guy who knocks out every opponent. But now he's been knocked down by malaria.
Amatem Soft Gel.
Amatem Soft Gel makes treating malaria easy. Amatem Soft Gel is a game changer.
Oh! The opponent is down! Amatem Soft Gel are good to combat malaria for body.
Available for adults and children. Say no to malaria. Yes to life.
I am with you at every stage of your life. Providing comfort when you are keeping fit. Comfort when you are expecting your bundle of joy. Comfort during motherhood. Comfort in your office. Comfort in your car. Comfort when sharing a meal. Comfort at bedtime. From cradle to grey, there's comfort for you with Vitafoam. Quality is vital. Quality is Vitafoam. Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
A peak protein breakfast gets me to a great day. How do I know? Because my daddy goes through his work feeling good and always with a smile. Mommy is always filled with confidence. My sister is always in tune. And for me, learning new things becomes absolute fun. Because all day and every day, the peak goes on.
Start your day with a Peak Protein Breakfast. Peak. Reach for your peak.
The internet at home disconnects me, but that's a thing of the past. Today, I found the great solution. With Connect, I can get internet from space. It's super fast satellite internet from Connect. It's great. I can get internet everywhere. It's super simple and super fast. It's Connect. Broadband up to 100 megabits per second. All this from 6,900 naira per month. Isn't it great? Go to connect.com.
The president has made the clarion call.
No one can do it better than ourselves.
We are Nigerians.
Let's together share our rich products, cultural heritage, and great talents with the rest of the world.
We are Nigerians. Relevant stakeholders are joining the campaign, calling on fellow compatriots to come on board.
Be part of Made in Nigeria Expo, coming on the 15th and 19th of June 2021 at the Eagle Square, Abuja.
Made in Nigeria Expo is brought to you by
the Interministerial Committee on Nigeria at 60 Expo, in collaboration with Business Visa and Trainings Company Limited.
Welcome back as we go to security matters, where the Emir of Zazzau, Ambassador Ahmad Nuhu Bamali, has described as unacceptable frequent attacks by bandits in Zazzau Emirate and Kaduna State, calling on security agencies to intensify surveillance and prevent such incidences. The Emir made this position known during a meeting with heads of security agencies who paid him a visit in Zaria. Mohammed Umar Ajingi reports.
It is a confidence-building visit to commensurate with the Emir
and people of Zozo over the recent attacks on schools and communities in Zaria and some parts of Kaduna State.
The armed forces, the police, and other security agencies, as well as Kaduna State government, are deeply concerned about the security situation.
Heads of security agencies took turn to reassure the emir of their commitment to tackling the ugly incidents.
We solicited that they should really come forward with information, and any information passed to us will be indeed treated with absolute confidentiality.
Worried by the turn of events in his emirate, the emir of Zozo appealed to security agencies to be more proactive, responsive, and decisive against bandits terrorizing schools and communities in the state.
The children cannot go to school in his domain, and even the grown-ups, they are afraid, and they move freely, unchecked.
The attack and kidnap of staff and students at Nubamali Polytechnic Zaria and Saturday's attack on Kofargen and Gladimawa are the most recent in the Emirates. In Kaduna, I am Muhammad Umarajingi, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party PDP Governors Forum has reiterated the need to decentralize operations of security apparatus of states within the existing legal framework to ensure the inputs of local operators in the state and local government areas in policing and security. This is contained in a 14-point communique issued at the end of the meeting of PDP Governors Forum held in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Susan Asoko reports.
The meeting held in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital, reviewed, most importantly, the security and economic situation of the country. In a 14-point communique issued at the end of the meeting, Sokoto State Governor and Chairman PDP Governors Forum, Alhaji Aminu Tambowal, who spoke on behalf of other governors, commented on issues affecting the finances of the nation.
CBN to take immediate steps to halt the depreciation of the Naira. PDP governors frowned at the rising and seemingly uncontrollable debt profile of Nigeria, with over 80% of normal appropriation at the national level spent on debt servicing.
The meeting had all PDP state governors in attendance. In Uyo, Susan Asukwo, NTA News.
And the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, has emphasized the need for the wives of the service chiefs and that of the wife of the Inspector General of Police to give their maximum support to their husbands in order to ensure maximum security in the country. The First Lady stated this when she received the spouses of the service chiefs who paid her a familiarization visit at the State House. Aliyu Kabir reports.
The wives of the service chiefs and that of the Inspector General of Police were at the State House to restate their support and commitment to the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, in a quest to providing services to the less privileged Nigerians, especially women, youth and children. The First Lady, who expressed confidence in their capabilities as wives of the top security managers in the country, underscored the role of the spouses of public servants in nation building and charged them to optimize their contributions in that regard, while commending them for their steadfastness in serving the military families since their assumption as leaders of various associations of military wives. The First Lady urged them to remain resolute at ensuring regular and timely payment of benefit of retired and deceased soldiers, so that the affected families who are their members do not suffer unduly. The First Lady is optimistic that the authority is doing everything possible at ensuring more security officers are brought in towards addressing the security challenges facing the country.
Some of them, our families, are yet to get the benefits they're supposed to get. And then, like the police, we are losing them every now and then, and there's not much replacement, in which we would like to use this opportunity to, like the Chief of Defense Staff, to hasten the payment of the benefit of the deceased military people, and also families, and also for the police, maybe to use the opportunity to speak to the wife of the Inspector General of Police to help us encourage our husband to stand firm and make sure that enough recruitment will be made in due course, so that it will complement the number of the policemen that died.
We came to see the First Lady because she is our mother. She's the mother of the nation. And you know what our husbands are doing for the nation. We came to let her know that she has all our support as the mother of the nation.
They are affirmed to work in synergy towards ensuring a better country for all. From the State House, Aliu Kabir, NTA News.
Now, to complement federal government's efforts in the management of ecological problems and other related matters, stakeholders in Kogi State have come up with suggestions that will help curb devastating effects on the challenges on people. This was at the instance of the Hydroelectric Power Producing Areas Development Commission. Francis Udojo has the report.
5 local government areas of Kogi State, including Lokoja, Basa, Koto, Ofu, and Ibaji, that fall among the hyperdeck power producing areas in Nigeria, had their representatives at the meeting. The event having created a platform for the stakeholders to air their views on the effect of ecological problems such as flood and how it affects them, registered their appeals to government through hyperdeck or the dredging of the rivers Niger and Benue, request for the provision of boats to aid transportation, durable roads for farmers, construction of dams to absorb waters and for irrigation purposes, provision of basic amenities to alleviate the sufferings of the affected areas.
Most communities have not recovered from the flooding of 2012.
Support we expect from you for dealing with accommodation of fleeing victims of the flood.
We're going to look at each community and decide what we can do for them according to their own priority.
The government is working out modalities on how to carry out intervention according to magnitudes of each site.
It is generally believed that economic activities will be greatly improved if the federal government goals in setting up the Hyperdeck Commission is well utilized. From Lokoja, Francis Sudojo, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated the chairman of the editorial board of the Nation newspapers, Sam Omaseye, on his 60th birthday. President Buhari, who described the celebrant as an advocate of good governance, free and independent press, praised God Almighty to grant him more years of good health and fruitfulness. In education, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAMB) has drawn the attention of candidates who have initiated registration process for the 2020-2021 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME) and secured their profile code to visit designated registration centers to complete the process on Tuesday, 15th June 2021. Designated registration center for each candidate is being forwarded via text messages and visit to JAMB website www.jamb.gov.ng. Only candidates who have secured their profile codes are expected to visit the centers, while NIN or profile codes have been forwarded to NIMSI for candidates yet to obtain theirs. Candidates posted to non-JAMB-owned CBT centers are expected to pay registration fee of 1,000 naira only. Now let's join Adela in Lagos for more reports. Over to you, Adela.
Thank you, Kene. Lagos House of Assembly is working on a bill to ensure that residents are encouraged to rescue victims without fear of prosecution and protect the right of witnesses when the need arises in any part of the metropolis. This was evident during a plenary session where the bill on victims and protection of witnesses scaled the second reading in Lagos. Musa Toliat has details.
Accidents are unexpected occurrences that leave casualties in their trail. When these happen, eyewitnesses often assume the role of good Samaritans to rescue victims and take them to the nearest medical facility to avoid needless fatality. The bill on victims' assistance and witnesses' protection seeks to ensure that good Samaritans are not unduly punished for offering to help victims, while hospitals will be compelled to administer treatment on victims without police report.
The bill for such
can be recouped from a fund that is created by this, because this bill is creating victims' rights and witness protection fund.
Protection of witnesses to aid speedy dispensation of justice in courts of law is also an integral part of the bill. The bill would not only help protect victims, it will provide assistance in the event of disaster.
Section 4 of that bill talks about the right and entitlement of the victims.
Other lawmakers took turns to give insight into some aspects of the bill.
In addition to that, he talked again about child's rights and entitlement. It's not limited to only the adult.
And in this particular case, this bill is out to protect the interests of average, even the common man.
Those who are in position to give witness can also come out boldly, and by doing this, it will ensure eradication of crime within our society.
The Speaker, however, committed the bill to the House Committee on Judiciary to report back in 2 weeks. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
It is often said that the strength of an army is not in its number, but the level of discipline and commitment. How to promote these winning qualities among officers and men of the Nigerian army at this crucial time of security challenges in the country is the focus of a development seminar organized for senior officers in Lagos. Lynn Leneke has details.
The Nigerian army, which is currently engaged in asymmetrical warfare on so many fronts in the country, the task of securing the nation has become more complex, demanding a force which is not only modern in its military approach, but also fully committed to do the job. Gathered in this hall are senior officers of the Nigerian Army whose tactical decisions at various commands and theaters of war shape outcomes in the current war against insurgency in the country. They are not here to plan a new mission, but rather to exchange ideas, acquire new skills, and map out ways of achieving effective collaboration with other security agencies towards getting better results.
The battle space cut across terrestrial and cyber domain with the employment of digital infrastructures and platforms which are constantly being updated. This suggests the importance of leaders with requisite skills at various levels of command to effectively cope with the dynamic environment.
Dwelling on the need for more discipline and commitment to national cause, officers were encouraged to leverage on knowledge gained from the training and promote admirable traits among troops in the various theaters of operations. 50 senior officers across the country benefited from the first phase of the Nigerian Army School of Finance and Administration's training. In Lagos, Lynn Leneke, NTA News.
And with that, we're done from this end. We will take another break. The network news will continue thereafter. Please stay with us.
Committee on Information invites the general public to a public hearing on the following bills: a bill to amend the National Broadcasting Act, a bill for an act to repeal the Advertising Practitioners Act, a bill to establish the Nigerian Institute of Translators and Interpreters and related matters, a bill to repeal the National Film and Video Censors Act, and a bill for an act to amend the Press Council Act. Date 16th and 17th June 2021. Venue Conference Room 034, House of Representatives, National Assembly Complex, Abuja. Time 10 a.m. daily. Honorable Odebomi Olusegun, Chairman, Announcer.
Everybody want to enjoy. Everybody want to love. Everybody want to glow. Nobody want party love. Everybody want joy. Who don't like it better? And if you wanna talk to money, seven. If you wanna top your credit, seven. If you wanna run on time, yo. Seven. If you want plenty data, seven. If you wanna go do seven. One more seven, he says seven. Let me hear you say this super number. Seven. For easy life, you no get you wahala. Seven. When you use the code, it be like you in lotto. Seven. Let me hear you say this super number.
The whole sensational world of love, now accessible through one code, *777#.
Now our hands we dey use protect each other. Now wetin dey make our hand powerful. The power to stop the coronavirus dey our hands. Wash your hands or make you sanitize every time. Make you dey always cough or sneeze inside your elbow. No comot for house o if you no wear face mask. Leave space make your hand no stretch reach your neighbor hand. Make you stay for house and no near people if you dey sick.
What's the difference between regular data and MTN data? I'll show you. With regular data, you get this. But with MTN data, you get moved right into the action like this. And this. And this. And this. With MTN data, you don't just get more, you experience more. Need loads of data to live your dream? Turn it up on MTN, the reliable data network.
Encourage shopping with the right face.
That one no fine. No nice.
No, it's too dull.
This one.
Oh wow, it's beautiful.
Omo, this fabric.
It gon' fade though.
Yeah. Look, make I tell you something. The new area Ankara, it go take good care of it.
No right.
Not lie. Not true.
And the price cheap.
Try new Ariel on your Ankara and colors now.
You clean your teeth every morning, but that fresh breath feeling just doesn't last. The answer? Easy. You keep your teeth strong and healthy and give your mouth long-lasting fresh breath with new Oral-B 2-in-1 toothpaste. It helps strengthen your teeth and gives you long-lasting fresh breath.
So fresh. Still fresh. And still fresh.
Stay strong, stay fresh. New Oral-B toothpaste for strong teeth and long-lasting fresh breath.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care. If I carry this kind cough enter hospital now, those people go talk say na COVID-19 and they worry me.
Haba, doctors don't talk and say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big auntie, now God go bless you. I don't tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. If it even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o. Make you dey sure because who no go? No go no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am o, make you dey sure.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, it fit be tuberculosis. TB test and treatment na free. Yes, so just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 to get better information of where you fit do the test. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from American people there.
Thanks for staying with us. Nigeria to benefit from Japan's $39 million funding for COVID-19 cold chains as debt servicing reaches over 900 billion naira in 3 months. Musa Abubakar has details on business news.
Thank you, Kene. The cost of servicing Nigeria's public debts has increased by 62.9% in the first 3 months of the year. Data released by Debt Management Office revealed that the nation spent 993.5 billion naira in the first quarter of 2020, up from 609.3 billion naira the previous year. The volume of the external debt was calculated using the 379 Naira to a dollar exchange rate. Breakdown of the figure showed that Nigeria spent 380.79 billion naira on servicing foreign debts from January to March this year. This was 112.3% higher than the 179.1 billion naira reported in first quarter of 2020. The country spent 612.7 billion naira on servicing domestic debt during the period. And government of Japan has announced that it will provide approximately $39 million in emergency funds for the development of vaccine cold chains in Nigeria and 31 other countries in Africa and Latin America affected by COVID-19. The funds will be given to the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, which complements the work of COVAX. UNICEF said it will work with the Nigerian government to provide cold chain equipment in priority storage sites based on gap analysis to improve storage capacity for vaccines and facilitate monitoring of the vaccine potency. The fund informed that a walk-in freezer room will be installed in 6 selected states. This, it said, includes solar vaccine refrigerators to be installed in 175 wards that have a gap in vaccine storage capacity. Well, that's business news. It's back to you, Kenny.
Thank you very much, Musa. Now, let's quickly tell you that 300 engagement letters and tablets have been distributed to independent monitors in Benue State as part of efforts to checkmate and monitor the social investment programs of the federal government. Bulak Afsar reports that Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadiya Umar Farouk, flagged off the distribution exercise.
Minister for Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadiya Umar Farouk, says federal government wants to detect areas of challenges and provide greater visibility to the program.
Engagement letters and devices for our independent monitors. And these independent monitors are monitors that are going to monitor all the programs under the National Social Program. And the number is in hundreds.
The application is called Social Investment Management Information System, SIMIS, and is a mobile web-based application. Each independent monitor is expected to monitor the number of beneficiaries and will be paid 30,000 naira monthly for 1 year. Special advisor to the Benue State Governor on Social Investment and focal person Social Investment, Amina Muhammad Katagum, in her address urged the monitors to discharge their duties wholeheartedly and said it will enable government make adjustments where necessary. Some of the beneficiaries said it will help them earn a living. In Bauchi, Bulak Afsa, NTA News.
To oil and gas now, where the Petroleum Equalization Fund Management Board has scaled up its technology for greater efficiency and transparency in the equalization and transportation of petroleum products across the country. The Executive Secretary, Ahmed Boboy, says this has not only reduced the cumbersome manual process deployed, but is curbing diversion and smuggling. Lydia Sampson reports on the key takeaway from the organization's interface with media executives in Abuja.
Government resolves to mitigate huge resources spent in running organizations is leading to the projection of harmonizing organizations. The Petroleum Equalization Fund, in its mandate of ensuring equitable and fair prices of products, irrespective of the location in Nigeria, is funded with resources derived from daily purchase of petroleum products by the public.
Part of the reason that the federal government is talking about merging agencies borders on the fact that cost of governance and all that is PEF completely reliant on the federal government in addressing its mandate?
Obviously, we do not depend on government for funding. And you may ask, how do we get our funds to be able to pay for the transportation? It's you and I. We go into the petrol station, we buy fuel. The price we pay for the fuel includes the margin that we use in paying for transportation. So this way we add value by keeping these prices stable.
Following the success story of the equalizing petroleum products as well as massive job creation at various outlets for more than 3 decades, the organization says it is poised to commence same for gas in line with government's declaration of the decade of gas. Questions and answers at the Media Executive Forum gave more insights into the operations of the organization. NTA's Executive Director News, Mohammed Labbo, was represented at the event by Assistant Director News, Hawa Saliu Adama, and Head of Energy Dex, NTA. In Abuja, Lydia Samson, NTA News.
All is set for the public hearings organized by the House of Representatives Committee on Information, National Orientation, Ethics and Values. A statement from the chairman of the committee, Odebumi Olusegun Doku, indicates that 5 bills are slated for either repeal and reenactment, amendment or establishment. It urged the public to send memoranda to the committee in 20 hard copies and attend the event slated for Wednesday 16th and Thursday 17th June 2021 at the hearing room 034 House of Representatives by 10 a.m. daily. Now, the Niger State government says it will continue to adopt policies and programs that will enhance potential of the agricultural sector. Governor Abubakar Sani Bello, who officially flagged up the 2021 wet farming season and fertilizer sales, promises to protect the lives and property of farmers across the state. Hussaina Musa reports.
A total of 15,000 metric tons of fertilizer have so far been delivered to designated government fertilizer stores across the 25 local government areas of Niger State. This is to enable farmers in the state buy the soil conditioner at government-approved subsidized price of 8,000 naira as against 12,000 naira that is obtainable in the market. The state government, through its public-private partnership initiative, seeks to promote smallholder farmers' access to vital inputs in order to increase yield and ensure food security.
And government is also doing everything well possible to make sure even those local governments that are facing security challenges, government to try as much as possible to protect them, to allow them to farm in their farms so that we'll be able to have hamper harvest.
And we also have a central monitoring committee at the state level, comprising of security outfits we have in every area, the traditional institution, the council chairman, that will ensure that this fertilizer gets to the right persons.
I'm very happy to get the fertilizer. Very, very difficult to get, but now I have reduction here.
Our inputs for this year is going to increase.
Other inputs to be subsidized are hybrid seeds, herbicides, and insecticides, among others. In Mena, Hussaina Musa, NTA News.
We pause for more messages. Please do stay with us.
On the wings of democracy, Nigeria celebrates June 12. Issues of progressive democracy and nation building on focus on NTA Tuesday Live this week. Tuesday Live, every Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. promises to be incisive and educative. Join us.
Working out can be exhausting, but I know just what to reach for when my team needs replenishment. I just want to relax and enjoy myself at home. That means it's me, my favorite movie, and my favorite yogurt. Hollandia yogurt comes in 2 variants, plain sweetened and strawberry. Wholesome nourishment from your favorite brand.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge. What is this? The Cadbury goodness is in every pack of Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate, making you feel cheerful and pleasant. Enjoy the Cadbury goodness.
We're starting the happiness movement with Molfix.
For baby's happiness, it is important to choose a dry diaper because with a dry diaper, babies do not have rash and are comfortable.
Nigeria's #1 choice of mothers, Morphix Air Dry, has the dryness all the mothers dream of because it's ultra absorbent and ultra breathable, so it stays dry and does not leak. Our babies do not have rash. Come on, mothers, try Morphix and join our happiness movement.
Not all washing powders are the same. Sunlight adds bursts of freshness to cleaning power to give you Sunlight 2-in-1 for sensational cleaning and freshness that lasts. Sunlight 2-in-1, sensational cleaning with burst after burst of freshness. Introducing Sunlight with luxurious oud fragrance.
It's a free header, goal!
And it's in the back of the net from Robert Lewandowski.
We already raised the lion, remember? Besides.
Looking for the ultimate football experience? Front row seats to feel every emotion, to be part of the conversation and to live every banter. Looking for Ronaldo, Hazard, Sterling for massive skills and out-of-this-world moments. Looking for crystal clear picture quality, expert analysis, and the full experience of the Euro 2020. Come and get it. Watch the UEFA Euro 2020 live on SuperSport from 11 June to 11 July on GoTV. Love it. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by BetKing, Playground for Kings.
Welcome back. It's now time for Sports Update, and Tamara Ebiwe will guide us.
Thank you, Kene. Welcome to Sports Update. I am Tamara Ebiwe. We begin with athletics, where Chairman, Delta State Sports Commission, Tonobok Okowa, has been elected President of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN. Okowa, though unopposed, polled 41 votes out of 44 votes at the elective Congress held at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, on Monday. The Congress had 35 chairmen of state associations, representatives from the Nigeria Olympic Committee, NOC, representatives from the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development, among others.
It's all about the athletes and the coaches. Make sure we give them an enabling environment to succeed. There are welfare packages, we have to look into it and make sure they will excel.
Away from athletics now, the Nigeria Football Federation has directed the disciplinary committee of the Federation to clear all pending issues before it by Thursday, June 17, 2021. The directive was given in an emergency meeting held by the NFF on Monday through video conferencing. On the Kano Pillars and Aqua United incident last Sunday, March the 27th, of the Nigeria Professional Football League, the league management company LMC has fined Kano Pillars 5 million naira for breaching COVID-19 protocol by permitting spectators and supporters into the venue. Now to Euro 2020, two European giants, France and Germany, face off Tuesday in Group F. The match will be transmitted live on the NTA at 8 p.m. Results from some of the matches played Monday saw Scotland lose 0-2 to Czech Republic. Poland also lost 1-2 to Slovakia. Staying with Euro 2020, Denmark and Inter Milan midfielder Christian Eriksen is thankful to fans for their support after he suffered a shock cardiac arrest during a Euro 2020 match against Finland on Saturday. Team doctor Morten Borsen said Eriksen's heart stopped beating after he slumped on the pitch, but was fortunately resuscitated. Eriksen, who is in a stable condition in the hospital, says, "Thank you, I won't give up." And that's Sports Update. Back to you, Kene.
Thank you very much, Tamara. Let's now take a look at tomorrow's weather.
Glad to see you again. For most parts of the country, it may just be cloudy with some sunny spells. We may see a few thundery showers over Lagos, Oyo, Ogun, Ondo, parts of Delta and Cross River. We may see a few stormy rains over Niger, Kwara, Benue, and Abuja, though these rains may be more of residual. For the afternoon into evening hours, we observe high energy and great moisture depth over the north, which should produce some thunderstorms over Borno, Adamawa, Bauchi, Gombe, parts of Sokoto and Kebbi State. We also expect some scattered thunderstorms over parts of Abuja, Niger, Kwara, and Kogi. The southern parts of the country are not left out from this evening thunderstorms, as we expect Delta, Cross River, Rivers, parts of Bayelsa and Lagos to be busy with thunderstorms. And that's your weather for Tuesday. I am Akemi Samarda.
And that's Network News tonight. Don't forget to be a star with NTA as we wage war against rape and rapists. My name is Kenan Ima Abolike. Good night.